joined on the set this morning by Dr. Naomi Ejapon. She is the director and founder, director of the Alpha Beta School and a founder of the Edinkrahene Leadership. And we also have Emmanuel Mbanzi. He is marketing coordinator and leadership coach at Alpha Beta. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
How are you all doing?
Very well, thank you.
Okay. This is becoming nice. We're getting to experience you more often.
Yeah. Good to be here again.
Yeah. Right. So let's get right into the conversation. Let's look at Alpha Beta as an institution. Talk about the different parts of Alpha Beta that you have.
All right. So as you know, you said we've been here before, but Alpha Beta is in its 36th year now. We run from preschool all the way to sixth form.
Okay.
Montessori and British curriculum in preschool, and we have the British curriculum in primary and secondary as well.
Okay.
But we have a long history of educating young leaders who are all very successful wherever they find themselves.
Okay. So which aspect of it do you refer to as the Alpha Beta College?
So Alpha Beta Christian College is our secondary department,
Okay.
which we started in 2004.
Okay.
So that's what we are celebrating 20 years of this year.
Wow. And what's the journey been like? I mean, I know that I love the story that you shared with us, when you came and we spoke about it last year. But so what took you into the college stage of things, and what's that journey been like?
All right. So Alpha Beta has been a progressive journey ever since we started in @88. We started with preschool and grew all the way up to JHS3. We graduated our first cohort of JHS3 in 2001.
Okay.
At that point, we start to get pressure from parents, what's next, what's next, what's next? Can't you keep the students a bit longer?
Yeah.
And so 3 years after that, we launched into the Cambridge secondary program.
Okay.
And so that was in 2004. And we've grown and grown and grown. And I guess, as they say, the rest is history.
Now, what would you say for you have been some of the significant landmarks along the way?
Okay. So it's not been an easy journey. As you know, running a school, running a business in Ghana is an extreme sport.
It is an extreme sport.
But we've grown, we've grown. God has been good, and we've been able to grow to where we are now. We've had a strong track record of academic excellence.
Okay.
So you'll find that a lot of the students who've graduated from Alpha Beta Christian College over the years have done really well in the exams. They've gone on to excel. But what's happened over the last 10 years, 2014, we launched the Edinkrahene Leadership Program.
Okay.
As Alpha Beta, our vision is to raise leaders of tomorrow who will be part of the solution to Africa's developmental challenges.
Fantastic.
And one of the things that we decided in about 2013 actually was that how can we be intentional about raising leaders, because putting them through school, getting strong grades is not enough. As we know, the world is changing so rapidly. Every day is changing. So even the Edinkrahene Leadership Program has evolved over the last 10 years. But the main thing about the Edinkrahene Leadership Program is to provide experience and exposure to allow our students to grow outside the classroom. So you'll find a lot of the key elements of that are very practical. How can we, get our students to get practical experience? So major components include community service program, getting students to be involved in local and international competitions, getting students involved in student market, which is one of our most exciting times on campus, where students get to run a business, getting students involved in entrepreneurship competitions. But one of the biggest parts of the program has been the internship program. So from Form 1 all the way to Upper 6, students are required to do a few internships a year. But that's like one of the major learning experiences for them. We just had a partnership with the Ghana Ghana Securities Industry Association last week, where we had about 12 students go out for a week. So they were there, they went to the stock exchange, and then they were with the allied companies for a week, and it was an incredible experience. But that's just one of many experiences. During this summer, I'm sure some of your viewers will see some of them in their companies, because they're expected to do an internship over the summer. Over the 10 years, we've realized that that's been one of the biggest growth. Just even the realization that actually, when I'm an adult, this is what I'm going to have to do. I think one student shared a testimony and said, I don't understand, how do you guys wake up at 5 a.m., go to work, they'll go and do this every day. And that's one of the biggest experiences for them. But apart from that, what we've also realized is the program has pushed young people to have even stronger grades, because when they're more focused, they are performing better. So we've realized over the last few years that even students who are not academically brilliant, because of some of the work that we do around mentoring them and coaching. So each student on the program has something called an individual success plan, where we look at their strengths, we look at what they're passionate about, we look at what their parents want for them. We try and put together some sort of short-term, medium-term, long-term plan that they follow, and it can include various different things. You know, some are academic related, some are not. But the point is, we want to make sure that people are succeeding, whether they're academically brilliant or not. Sometimes you have students who may not be academically bright, but we get them to focus. So there's a lot of other practical opportunities, like student-led activities on campus, a lot of student leadership roles, and just the mentoring and coaching. We have leadership workshops as part of their timetable, a lot of character building activities, because we believe character is everything. So these are just intentional steps that we take. We start lower down in school, but the Dinkrahene leadership program intensifies when they get to secondary, and we've been very thrilled with the alumni that have passed out of this. Some will write back and say, oh, you remember we did a SWOT analysis in sixth form, I'm the only one who seems to have done it. We try and get students from a very young age to build a CV because of the idea that a CV is built. So even in primary, at a very, if you're a cupboard monitor, you put it down, just to get them to get into that idea of, but parental support obviously very key as well. If parents don't support it and, they think the students should just be in school learning and getting the grades, and it doesn't always help. But we're excited about, the future. The future is bright.
How do you deal with that, though? I mean, I'm looking at parents feel that, okay, for me, is the results, and that's all. How do you deal with that parental mindset vis-a-vis a student who seems passionate and wants to do more and wants to achieve more? Do you try and bring the parent along? Do you have to engage parents as well?
Yes, so a lot of engagements, even when students are not doing well. Sometimes you will sit down with the parents and say, okay, well, they're not doing well academically. What are they good at? Because sometimes it's important to understand that not everybody is going to be an A student. I've had students who are academically good, but they chose to do other things. And they left Alpha Beta with a wealth of so much experience. So they may maybe graduate with like Bs, right? A-level Bs, but because of all the other experiences they've had, they still get scholarships, they still do really well wherever they go. So we try and engage parents and say, now it's not so much about, yes, the grades give you choice, and we always tell the students that if you don't get good grades, your choices are limited. However, it doesn't mean that you won't amount to anything. So you want to get the best grades that you can. Don't forget, some people are doing their best, but their best might be a C or a D. But the question is, what can that child do? Some of them are very good at IT, some of them might be very good at art, some of them might be very good at performing art, football. And of course, you try and provide the best that you can, but also get parents to focus on how we can channel their energies for them to succeed in what they're passionate about.
Absolutely. Well, let me ask you, Emmanuel, the criteria for admitting students or prospective students. What would you say for the different age groups? What do you have in terms of the criteria for students being able to come to Alpha Beta?
Thank you very much. Well, like Doctor said, we are a fully fledged international school offering piercing. Of course, we start from preschool. So at preschool, we run the Montessori system. And then at the primary, we run what we call the I-primary. So we run a program called Piercing ECDISOL program. And then for the secondary school, that's from Form 1 all through to the 6th form, we run the Cambridge Assessment International program. So what we offer for preschool, we're actually running some exclusive offers that is available in 48 hours. That's just for your viewers. All right. As you can see, today I came very, 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 very much branded.
Okay, so up to what, 10,000 Ghana cedis off your admissions.
Wow. So let me give more information about that. So this is
hello.
So we are running an exclusive offer for BEC because recently, as of last week, we are aware that our BEC graduates have completed their 3 years program in the junior high school. And so we are offering up to 10,000 off admissions for them, wherever they are, whoever is ready to enjoy this offer within 48 hours.
Okay.
Should just use the promo code AB Channel 1. So using, they will just call a number 020242 5564.
Yeah.
020242 5564. And just mention AB Channel 1 as the code.
AB
Channel 1. And you'll be able to enjoy the offer. But we also have some other special offers that is targeting IGCSE students who have just completed their Form 5 examination. So they can also take advantage of this offer. But aside from that, we are also open for admissions, admitting from preschool ages 12 months all through to 4 years.
Okay.
And then for primary ages 5 all through to 12. And then for the secondary school, 13 all through to 16 years.
Okay.
So admission is currently in progress, and you could actually get access to prospectus, admissions materials, a guide to help you gain admission at Alpha Beta.
Okay.
You can visit our website at www.alphabeta.edu.gh and follow the process, or just give us a call right away. You can call 020-242-5564, or you can also send a WhatsApp at 026-441-7040, and you will be provided
Please,
with
those numbers
information.
again. Those numbers again.
All right, 020-242-5564, 020-242-5564, or you can send us a direct message, and we will respond immediately and provide you with guides.
Fantastic. The promo code is what?
AB Channel 1.
So you should call you
Yes.
and just mention that.
When you mention that, you
and
will
anywhere
enjoy the
up
offer.
to 10,000 Ghana cedis off your
admission fee.
Wow, that sounds exciting.
48 hours.
48 hours. You only have 48 hours, so please call now. Call
Yes.
now. All right, now, before we wrap up the conversation, let's take a look at this from Alpha Beta. Wow. I want to be a student again. So, Doc, the future, what does it look like for Alpha Beta?
Well, so one of the things that we've started over the last couple of years is a STEM initiative called the STEM 35 Legacy Project. We started that last year, but after running the Dinkrahen Leadership Program for 10 years, we realized there was a need for us to improve students' ability to create things from scratch, because we believe that that's what Africa needs. So we're trying to create a STEM Center of Excellence at Alpha Beta, not just for our students, but for students in the local community as well. We've done a lot of work around that this year. We recently graduated a cohort of 25 girls from a local public school that we support. They did a 10-week after-school program with incredible results. And so we're excited about being able to run future cohorts on that, but also just to equip our students with the facilities and the programs that they need to make a difference in Africa. I think that the premise of the project is really to inspire and equip more young people into STEM-related careers, because we have a woefully inadequate number of STEM professionals, and that is what we need to be able to create some of the solutions that Africa needs to move forward. So that's our focus. So we're hoping to make that even stronger, not just for our own students, because we've been there for 35 years. We really feel passionate about helping the entire community to move forward as well. So we're also focusing some of our efforts on the local public schools, training their teachers, training the students as well. And it's had very incredible results so far. So we're excited about that. We're looking for more partners. So if any of your viewers want to come on board, with that, pushing STEM education, so training for government school students and teachers. We are excited to partner on that as well. So the future is looking great. We'll continue to come up with new initiatives that will provide experiences for our students to be able to equip them.
Yeah.
It's all about changing the African continent, and that's what we want to do.
I love it. You're singing with the song of my heart.
Ah.
Now, just to wrap it all up, what are your thoughts on the importance of volunteerism and teaching young children that even as students, their mind should work in a certain way, giving back and volunteering within your communities?
Extremely important. I mean, I've been involved in community initiatives for a long time, and one of the most difficult things I found when I was in university, I started an NGO at that time.
Okay.
And one of the most difficult things was getting people to commit to doing something for free.
Yeah.
So what would happen is people would say, oh, if it gets there and I'm free, I'll do it. But
Yeah.
people are flying from the UK to come and do something at their cost.
Yes.
But in Ghana, to find volunteers
Yeah.
is difficult. So
Yeah.
we're trying to teach people, young people, you know, what is their responsibility, because they are in a privileged position.
Yes.
You know, but even if you're not in a privileged position, you always have something to
You
give.
can do,
You can
yeah.
pick up a broom and sweep. You can
Yeah.
pick up litter. You can
Yeah.
spend time teaching someone to read. There's
Yeah.
always something. I think that even from a more corporate perspective, you know, companies need to push people to think outside of themselves. It's not
Yeah.
every day we can
I
think
love
about our
that.
own
Yeah.
challenges.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. Please, we need that promo code again.
So channel 1,
AB
channel 1, when you call the number 026-441-7040 or 020-242-5564, you will be guided to secure your slot
All
for
right.
the up to 10,000 of admissions.
All right. Super, super, super.
You can
Thank
check
you.
out our social media pages as well.
Okay.
There's a lot of
At
information.
alphabeta_gh on Instagram
At
and
alphabeta_gh.
or Alphabeta Education Centers on Facebook,
Yeah.
LinkedIn, and Twitter.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much
Thank
for
you.
having
Thank you.
us.
Thank you.
And,
All right.
and,
Yes.
and on the STEM that Dr. mentioned, if you want to get involved to support in kind or in cash,
Yeah.
you could reach out to her directly at sd@alphabeta.edu.gh and learn more even on our website about how you can get involved.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, we've been speaking with Dr. Naomi Ejipon. She is the director of the Alpha Beta Schools and a founder of Edinkra Hene Leadership Program, as well as Emmanuel Mbanzi. He's a marketing coordinator and leadership coach at Alpha Beta.